in the early days of coaching, everything was not everything, but a huge component of it was let's just win beats. And as you coach over the years, hundreds of teams, I think the whole thing is that every kid is at a different level. Every kid, you have no idea where they're at. You have no idea what kid is and how you're going to influence that kid. And with team, it's not every team is going to be a state champ team, okay? And you may have goals for that team, but it's like you can't make those goals so high that the kids are going, well, you got to be realistic too as a coach, okay? And I think one of the things that I always would think about is adapt to the season and the team. So every team's different. Every team's going to mesh different. I think success is watching your team develop so that by the end of the season, by using your skill set as a coach and watching that kid develop. And I always think about you're pushing every kid, but you can't push every kid to the same level, if that makes sense. It just doesn't happen. You've seen so many kids in your coaching to make your kids, number one, I think the biggest thing as a coach, you got to be a mentor. You got to develop trust. It's all about relationships. And if you have relationships, you got to listen to the kids too. You have to develop a relationship. You have to develop trust. You have to listen to feedback that the kids are giving you. And they got to buy in. They got to buy in. If they don't buy into your program, whatever the sport is, I mean, it could be if you're not as a kid or an athlete buying into the program, it doesn't matter. You got to buy in. And that starts with developing relationships. It's like in a classroom with teaching, it's all about developing relationships with the kids. And you know that totally. At first it was win-win, then it starts to become, you start to learn that every kid has a different reason for being out for the sport. You gotta have fun. And it happens as the seasons go on. Even when I was done coaching last year, I was still learning. I was still learning from the kids. And every team until my last year coaching was a completely different team. There's never two teams that are going to be the same.